Hello, Hubsters! It's Training Thursday. Hello, everybody who hasn't been here before. This is our free training that happens every single week. And every single week we discuss something business or mindset orientated to make sure that you can move your practice forward and your business and mindset forward as much as you love clinical practice. It's really good to have people in your door and in your corner so that you can keep being in business and keep helping people. If you're just joining us, please make sure that you pop in a little comment. I'd love to see that you're here. And today we're talking about the power of a mastermind and the fact that more heads are often better than one. Who's ever been inside their head before and sitting in your own little space, behind the scenes, in your practice, listening to the only voice that's in that room going over and over and over and round in a circle in your head and having a conversation with yourself? Press the like button if you've done this yourself. And that voice, has it been helpful or has it been hindering? Hey, Rachel, nice to see you. Hey, Ames, nice to see you too. We are actually here in the middle of our mastermind. So I thought I would share some wisdom with you guys about all of the things that I have found personally in masterminds and how much easier it is and how much more magic happens when you're actually surrounded by the power of more minds than your own. Now, we can get into our own loops and our own stories all the time, particularly when we're by ourselves or we're in a bit of a funk or a little bit of lack around what's happening with our business or our clients. But when we're surrounded by like-minded people who are on the same wavelength, something else magical happens. Now, this isn't a new concept. This is in this book. And if you haven't read it, it's like Business Entrepreneurship 101. So Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. Guess what year this was written? 1937. Like 1937. Wisdom from then is still really powerful right now for you and your business. And this is one of the things that these guys here are learning at the moment is that the same stuff at each different level of your business. It's not like it's rocket science. It's not like there's a magic pill that comes around the next time you up level. It's the same stuff, knowing your numbers. It's the same stuff, going through your blocks. It's the same stuff, making sure that you're reaching more people. It's the same stuff, referencing your marketing and your messaging and like going back around to the same things and reviewing and renewing. So this information in here is just as relevant today as it was in 1937. And I'm just going to read you a quote from here on page 195 for all those people who are really keen on referencing. All right. The mastermind may be defined as coordination of knowledge and effort in a spirit of harmony between two or more people for the attainment of a definite purpose. So for a dry old business book, it's pretty woo-woo, right? And this is the cool thing that I love about business. It can be a hell of a lot more woo-woo and a hell of a lot more energetic than we first perceive. First, we're going to go business on stuff. But then there's an energy that happens that changes things. And when a collective energy happens, mind-blowing stuff happens. So, hey, Kylie, you love this book too, and you've read it. Awesome. Thank you for the reminder. Oh, my goodness. There is so much gold in this about relationships, about connecting with others, about perceived failures and how to go through them. But today we're really noticing the thing about the mastermind. And the beautiful thing about this is the things that stand out for me is the spirit of harmony. How can we connect and collaborate in ways that we haven't before rather than compete? And when we do get to connect and collaborate and resonate together, that the attainment of a definite purpose is so much easier. So what do you want to achieve? What's your purpose? And are you hanging around people that tire you, that are holding you back, that are in a stale, stagnant mindset, or you're around people that are in a growth mindset, that are ready to change and ready to facilitate and move forward with you? So Today, over in the background here, and I've just been told that where my studio is very different to what they actually first thought was in the background. Over here, we've got an incredible bunch of practitioners who are taking their business to the next level in our mastermind. I'm going to invite a couple of them over. They don't like putting their hands up for stuff though. Oh, here we go. Ames is coming over, and you'll see Amy at the NatX. Amy runs naturopathic yoga, and then we've got Carly, who runs some retreats. Hi. And we've got Katie. You'll see these guys.
Over the other side.
Awesome. You'll see these guys at NatX as well, which is essentially a massive mastermind. So what is the biggest thing that you guys have got out of being in masterminds or groups like our Naturapreneur Club, which is where you guys first started, and now you're in the Naturapreneur Mastermind? What's the biggest thing that you've got from not being alone in clinical practice?
A sense of belonging, a sense of support to know that you can just keep projecting forward.
Support, belonging, and being able to propel you forward. Yep. Awesome.
Accountability, keeping on track, and having someone to make sure that you're moving forward. Yeah,
accountability is a big one, right? It's really easy for us to convince ourselves out of doing stuff because there's nobody else to fight with us about it. Oh, I don't feel like doing that thing now. I might not do that. I might wait until tomorrow. But it's really different when there's a whole bunch of like-minded people around you that are doing the same thing with their clients, maybe putting off notes, maybe putting off their BAS, that kind of stuff. So accountability has been a big one for me as well whenever I've been in a mastermind too. Thanks, Carly. Clarity.
Sometimes it's like with health stuff, when you're a little bit too close to it, it doesn't really make sense. When you've got another set of eyes on something,
Or 12.
Yeah.
12 eyes. So this is what Napoleon Hill actually suggests, having 12 people in a mastermind to create a collective consciousness. And tapping into multiple minds allows you to have clarity that you wouldn't usually have. Generally, we get ourselves all clouded with our own perspectives, our own past history, our own blocks and stories. But when there's a collective of minds together, you can really get that laser focus and out of that gray area. Cool. Nice, Katie. And we've just got Christine joining us. What's your biggest learning from being in a mastermind?
I actually get a lot of inspiration from other people.
Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes have you ever been in that position where it's the same old, and you don't know what you don't know? You know, there's moments where I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I don't know what I'm doing right either. And I'm not sure where I want to go next. And being surrounded by people who have stories and ideas and spark off inspiration, it's like having 12 different muses all in the same spot. And the beauty of this is we get to do this on a 10x level at NatX. We're going to have 120 people vibing off one another, which is super cool. Thank you guys very, very much.
Bye, everyone.
Cindy says hello, Amy, and we've got a couple of people who are joining the live for the first time. So my question to you guys today, and the thing about our training Thursdays, is what is actionable for you? The first step in this kind of situation is knowing whether or not, and creating an awareness of whether or not you are surrounded by people that give you a growth mindset, that give you clarity, that give you the opportunity to be held accountable in a beautiful, lovely, safe space. Are you surrounded by people that give you inspiration, or are you surrounded by people who are giving you perspiration or expiration? Are you surrounding yourself with an environment of people that are going to help you grow and become the extraordinary potential of a practitioner that you are in its full essence and manifest itself? Or are the people that you are surrounding yourself with, do they not get it? So we see this all the time with our clients in practice. There are people that are surrounded by people who are poo-hooing their choices not to drink Coke and not to eat the pies for breakfast. There are people who are poo-hooing their decisions about getting up and going for a run in the morning. And to shift that and to change that, we do need to be surrounded by either an environment or the people that are going to support our growth. And so that's where we get accountability buddies. And this is the next level of that. How can you be surrounded by a mastermind, more minds than your own, to really help project you forward into the future that you can see for yourself? So one is, do you have the awareness of people around you either tiring you or inspiring you? And then the second one is, if you don't, where can you find them? Now, Christine is an amazing example of somebody who's created a tribe in the northern Melbourne suburbs, northwest suburbs of Melbourne. And can you be surrounded by people in a networking group? Now, it's a great space to have us here online at the Naturpreneur Hub, but like we've been experiencing here in the Mastermind, and what you'll experience at NatX, is being in person with people. There is an energy that happens and a synergy that happens. And so can you scope out in your area, wherever it is, can you scope out a business-orientated networking group? A practitioner-orientated networking group is great, but we're talking about the growth of your business, the growth of your mindset, and the ability to connect with more people with your message. So can you connect with more people in a networking group? One, do they tire you or inspire you? And if they don't inspire you, find an inspiring network of people to be with. And then the third one is, and this was a game changer for me, I tried to find places in the world, like events to go to where my people were. And this was a couple of years ago, and one of the events that I connected with at the time, because I saw a lot of people going to America for different things for their business. I saw a lot of people going out of their way to be surrounded by growth mindset types of peeps. But I didn't really vibe with thousands and thousands of people rah-rahing and creating really interesting different ways of changing their mindset, but thousands and thousands of people. So I didn't connect with that. Some of you guys will know who I'm talking about. But I did connect with being on tropical islands. I did connect with being with like-minded people who are entrepreneurs. And that was my game changer when I first went to Awesomeness Fest. Now, if you are looking to be with other practitioners who are like-minded, who are super excited about changing the way that we do business and practice, and like it says, working for a definite purpose, that purpose of connecting with your clients, connecting with more people, helping more people, and being rewarding not only for them, but for you and your dreams and your goals and your visions and plans for your family and yourself, then yes, the plug is coming. You can come to NatX. It's only on next month, which is super close, but far enough away that you can get your ticket. NatX is on the Gold Coast at the QT, which is an amazing environment. It's going to be 120 practitioners there. We've got some incredible speakers. You know, we've got 18 speakers. If you haven't checked out it, it's tammyguest.com/naturpreneur-experience, or if you just go to tammyguest.com, you'll find your way there. There's 18 speakers that are just going to be talking about all of this stuff. So we have a mastermind of speakers to talk to the mastermind of practitioners. Imagine what can be created from that harmony, that synergistic harmony that Napoleon Hill talks about. I don't want you to miss out. So get onto it and get your ticket. And again, take a moment to check what's happening in your environment, because you might not be living up to your full potential based on the people that you hang around, based on the environment of minds that you are around. And the opportunity is there to 10x that by being surrounded by the right people. So thank you guys very, very much for joining in. If you have any questions about connecting, up-leveling your business besties, up-leveling your relationships when it comes to, or creating your own networking group or mastermind, please pop them in the question section below, and I will do my best to answer those at any point in time after this one. Now, if you haven't signed up already, you can get all of these Training Thursdays on my YouTube channel, so you can subscribe there so you don't miss out. You can also sign up and subscribe to me here on Facebook as well. And I will catch you next week for the next Training Thursday, and I will catch a whole bunch of you at NatX in person to feel the vibe that we've got here today. All right, see you later. Bye.